Transfixed! Right here, right now. Yoo-hoo! Quietly now.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my...
Emerge, right here. The show begins!
Witness my rise!
Emerge, right here. May I present? Ad Astra. Thank you for I won't hold you back!
This is where you fall. Transfixed.
it's over. Take it easy. Busted.
Overruled.
Quietly now.
Witness my rise. Transfixed.
Let my name echo in song! I'm going in!
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Overruled. Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
This is where you fall. Transfixed. My Snezheviches and Snezhevnas. Those with the courage to walk through shadow, even when the world gets dark. And the conviction to embrace the heat, even at the risk of getting burned. I will do my...
Hello. Would you like to practice some music? Great. I've been...
Feel free to take a look around.
Hello. Would you like to... Oh, really? You've got the things from the list?
There you are, little one. I knew I'd find you here. That's all you have to say, after all this time apart? How devastating. To think of all the times that I've sat down beneath the sacred sakura praying for your well-being on your travels. But I think I understand. Another wise and beautiful soul has stolen your heart, haven't they? I'm sure you cast aside the omamori I gave you long ago. Alas, I am but another fleeting passerby on your journey. Oh, woe is me.
You can always count on Miko to tease the traveler relentlessly.
Well, it's not my fault that she's the most appealing little fortune slip in the world. If I didn't indulge my curiosity by taking a peek inside, goodness knows how I'd sleep at night. Though I must say, another interesting fortune slip caught my attention recently. I believe you've heard of it too. This iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life tour de force of awesomeness. Something to do with a dog, apparently. My first thought was, I wonder if it could be the boss of Komore Tea House, Toromaru.
Toromaru? Oh yeah, he might actually have what it takes. You think he was the one rescuing animals during the war?
Sounds likely, doesn't it? Boss of a tea house by day, changes outfit after work, then runs to a war zone to save lives. And what a fascinating character it would make for a light novel. But the question is, do we think he was only saving animals? I'm just speculating, little one. You know how much I like to let my imagination run wild. I look forward to opening up this fortune slip. Who knows what might be written inside? There you are, little one. I knew I'd find you. That's all you have to think of all the times that I've sat down beneath the sacred. But I think I understand. Alas, I am but another fleeting passer.
You can always count on me.
Well, it's not my fault that she's the most. Though I must. My first thought was,
Toromaru!
Sounds likely, doesn't it? But the question is, do we? I'm just I look forward to opening up the.
Basis on Chivalry. Favonia's Bladework Fundamentals. So much to learn before the exam. How will I ever get through everything? Oh, Honorary Knight! Long time... I don't? I've been busy preparing for the exam is drawing nearer and... Right. Even though I've already worked, it's just that I've failed several times. No, thank you. This is my exam. Plus, there is still some time to... But... On the day of... based on the night's schedule, but it's just half a year. Even though there is still... I've planned my schedule carefully. Well, there's always coffee if I feel sleepy. No, it won't. Did I get too worked up? No. I apologize for letting... But in the end... You mean a change of look? But where else could I? Or perhaps I could even make some muffins. A trip? Maybe you're right. Maybe visiting the nation. I can't believe it. Wow. No. Please, don't make fun of me. You shouldn't make jokes like that in public. People may hear you and get the wrong idea. How strange. Back in Mondstadt, I never feel shy around strangers. But over here, I feel so tense. It's probably because I'm in a completely different environment. I don't know how I should act to make sure I don't make a fool of myself. And speaking of, I heard that it's customary to eat with chopsticks in Liyue. Back in Mondstadt, I have previously provided chopsticks to visitors from Liyue, but I've never used them myself. Oh, I hope I won't become a laughingstock. Huh? Oh, I was just thinking aloud. Don't worry about it. My time here in Liyue is precious. I should make good use of it to study. True. If I offended the locals by not knowing their customs, I wouldn't have the chance to learn from them. Then, okay. Let's start by learning about the local cuisine. Do you have any suggestions? Okay. If it comes recommended by you, I'm excited to find out what kind of food it is.
If it isn't the Traveler, what would you like to order today? Wanmin Restaurant will cook it just how you like it. Oh, is this a new customer you brought with you? Based on Madam's attire, it would appear that even a Knight of Favonius will travel all the way to Liyue just to try Wanmin Restaurant's cooking.
Knight of Favonius? Oh, I'm not...
I'm just joking, of course. You must be in Liyue on official business. But anyway, while you're here in Liyue, I can confidently say that you won't regret stopping by Wanmin Restaurant to try our tasty dishes.
That's not what I meant.
Not what you meant? Oh, I see. I suppose you must be looking for Liyue Pavilion or Sinye Kiosk. Most first-time visitors have only heard of these two places. I just didn't expect the Knights of Favonius to be the same way.
What I meant was, I am not an official Knight of Favonius.
Goodness. Since this is your first time in Liyue, if I tone down the spice a little...
I won't...
Oh, you want to try something? The only thing is, I pour oil into a hot...
Phew! But if I give up so soon, how can I learn to... It's just a harmless bit of... Chef Mao? Oh, I'm... What surprised me... The next... So this is the kind of food you like.
Wow, you've already finished?
Oh, it was very good.
Ah, you're very... But I must...
The soup? Oh. Oh. That sounds from the kind of weapons made here. Oh, great. It's almost like you're... Wow! Just from looking at these weapons, I can tell they have great power. Well, this is the nation. Oh, I wonder how Favonia's blade works. Yes. And...
Hey! You over there! What are you doing? Who you call...
I'm not a...
Huh. You can't hide it from me. I see the way... You must be planning to...
Honorary Knight, please. I told you not to call me that.
Knight of Favonius? Huh. Then she's no small fry after all. But let's not get ahead of her. That's...
The cat is out of the bag. All right. Please be...
You... Wow. That glow, it really is a Geovision. And this sword is so heavy. I can't hold it. It's not fair. If only I were a bit bigger.
Be patient, you'll get there. Besides, I'm sure your dream will come true one day.
You must be a fabled Huh. As surely as the hill...
Wait! Oh, he's gone. Children in Liyue have when I was little. Anyway. Yes. If we plan to explore further, let's take a short break first.
Oh, you must be from Mondstadt. Looking at your outfit, you don't seem to be an ordinary civilian. In which case, surely... You must be an illustrious Knight of Favonius. Pardon my directness. My name is Iron Tongue Tian, and I was hoping that you could help me out.
Oh, hold on. I'm really sorry. I am not yet an official knight, but just a maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Maid? Of the Knights? A maid knight? Oh, now that is genuinely intriguing. Miss, if you're willing to help me out, I have every confidence that you will provide me with infinitely more source material than any other knight could. As you can see, I have been a local storyteller here for a long time, and, well, my audience is starting to tire of hearing the same old stories over and over again. When I saw this young lady show up just now, I was quite awestruck by her, so much so that I was suddenly inspired by the idea of writing a new book, A Knight's Journey Through Liyue. However, inspiration is just the start. I still need some material to work with. Even the most ingenious storytellers don't just come up with stories out of thin air. I do occasionally hear anecdotes about the Knights of Favonius doing the rounds here in Liyue, but they're mostly unreliable rumors, with everyone telling a different story. Far better to find an actual knight and see for myself.
But I am still not a knight yet.
Don't worry about all that. As the saying goes, the story should be inspired by life, but larger than life. As the storyteller, I can change a detail or two here and add some dramatic effect there, you know.
Honorary Knight, I'm a little conflicted. What should I do? Although I should always lend a hand to anyone in need, it would be dishonest for me to pretend to be a real knight.
You understand me. Miss, rest assured that I will not put you in a difficult spot. All I'm asking you to do is to come with me to the countryside and show me some of your blade work. Let me see something new. I'll fill in all the other details, all within reason, of course.
Well, okay then, if it's just providing some initial source material.
I heard earlier from the Millilith that some hilly churls have been wreaking havoc in the countryside. Ooh, let's head over there.
Solidify!
This looks to be the place. But it seems our timing is off. The hilly churls are nowhere to be seen.
Oh, if the hilly churls are not around, does that mean you can't get any source material?
Not necessarily. Look at all the things they left here. Miss, why don't you use your great sword to clean the place up?
Cleaning up? Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. But the hilly churls could return at any moment. Mr. Tien, please find a safe location from which to observe.
Okay. The knight's meticulous mind attended to each and every detail of her duty with the utmost care and attention. This is good. I can work with this very knightly.
Oh, you're taking notes already? Cleaning up a camp. I guess I do this kind of thing all the time. So it should be okay to include in your book.
Wonderful! I'll call this one the Indomitable Sword of Favonius.
I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs assistance. Oh no! The hilly churls are back! Mr. Tien, please, be careful! Leave it all to me. I must leave no stone unturned.
Sensational! I will call that one the Impregnable Shield of Chivalry. Yes, it's coming to me now. With the prescience of a prophet, the knight foresaw the precise moment of the hilly churl's return, and promptly warned the commoners to take cover. Now she stood alone, as she drew her sword and strode forward to confront the enemy. Oh, this is all great material. It's just a pity that the only enemies are these hilly churls. It needs a little more oomph. I've got it. Would the two of you be able to give me some kind of mementos?
Mementos?
That's right, mementos. Though the story is a work of fiction, the more real it feels, the more engaging it will be. Some sort of battle trophy to display before the audience? Would really seal the deal.
Okay, so something like a hilly churl mask or an arrowhead?
If it's all the same to you, I was thinking more along the lines of, well, maybe a component from that ruin guard. Yes, you've got it. You really understand where I'm coming from. I've heard that there's a very common component in ruin guards called the, chaos device? I should write down my new ideas before I forget them. Just hand the chaos device to me once you've managed to obtain it. If you could hand me that chaos device once you've managed to procure it, I'd be much obliged. Oh, such mighty power, so battered and bruised. I just need to embellish it a little further and this will be perfect.
Embellish it? Even further? Well, as long as I have been able to help you with your creative process.
Of course you have. Okay, I know where I'm going with this story now. I need to get back and start writing. Oh, and if the two of you have any free time later, stop by Third Round Knockout and you can hear me tell my new story.
Oh, I wonder how Mr. Tien's story will turn out in the end. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about it. Why don't we go back to Liyue Harbor and listen for ourselves?
With a roar like thunder, iron clashed with iron. Then 4 gigantic fists came pounding into the ground with a force beyond what could be put into words. So colossal was their weight, and so earth-shattering their impact. Such unthinkable power could easily cleave a stone peak right off the top of a mountain. Any ordinary human would either be torn to pieces in an instant, or at the very least, suffer indescribable injuries. But not so the knight from beyond the border. She did not flinch in the face of the flying iron fists, but sank instead into a low, fighting stance. And with one swift sweep of her sword, the clash of metal erupted once more as dust billowed all around. Moments later, there was a deep and dull thud as the dust dispersed to reveal 2 pairs of iron claws lying lifeless on the ground. Such is the awesome power of the impregnable shield of chivalry, an esoteric martial technique practiced exclusively by the Knights of Mondstadt. The knight barely had time to catch her breath before a dark shadow leaped up before her into the sky, blotting out the sun and turning day into night. It was a ruin hunter. But she was no ordinary knight, and in her heart she declared, "I have nothing to fear." With an almighty battle cry, she unleashed the indomitable sword of Favonius. Beams of golden light shone out in all directions. A gust of wind raced through the battlefield. Sparks flew and debris fell.
One knight against 2 ruin guards and a ruin hunter? Surely that must be an exaggeration.
I suppose these stories are supposed to be taken with a grain of salt.
Is this about me? What is he talking about? Oh no, this won't do. I must ask him to rewrite the story.
Hard to believe? Then feast your eyes on this. This is solid proof of the Maid Knight's journey to Liyue. A fragment of a ruin god's armor, cut from its carcass by a blow of her blade in the midst of her death-defying battle.
That is part of a ruin guard. A friend of a relative in the Millelith told me about these. Whoa.
It's real, all right. Look at the cuts on it. Fresh from the battlefield.
I must explain to Mr. Tien. Honesty, modesty. These are the virtues cherished by the knights.
Hey, will you look at that? That girl over there looks uncannily similar to the knight from the story.
Oh, I'd say more than just similar. She's the spitting image. Oh, should we get an autograph? Oh, it's definitely her. The legendary Maid Knight.
Huh? Oh, okay.
And so, the knight went west from Stonegate with her sword in hand and scaled the mountains of a vast new land. A legend from the moment she set foot in Liyue. Tales of the adventures of the Maid Knight would be talked about for hundreds of generations. Stay tuned for the next chapter.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.